Hey everybody, this is Jonathan from Base 9. Welcome to part 2 of our series Git plus Bluehost, setting up a remote repository on your server. So now we're going to get into cloning and things like that after this. This is just for setting up a remote repository. What we want to do first is open Git Bash. We had that installed last time, so go ahead and open up Git Bash, or go through it through your start menu. We are going to SSH into our server the same way that we did in the first video. Whoops. Username at domain.com and then our password. Okay, now we're in the home directory. Now in the home directory in Bluehost you'll have a folder called public HTML, public underscore HTML. Those are your public files. We want to put our Git repository in a folder that's outside of the public directory, that's not public. So in our home directory, we want to make a directory, mkdir git. We want to cd into that directory. Now in there, we want to make a directory for our repository. So we're going to say mkdir myfirstrepo.git, and it needs to have this .git extension. So mkdir space myfirstrepo.git. Now let's cd into that directory. Type it the same way. Now here we want, since in our first video we installed Git on the server, we can use Git commands now. So we want to say git init --bear. That initiates a bear repository inside of that folder. So now we can refer to from our local machine myfirstrepo.git as a repository that we want to clone. So now that's it. What you've done here is created a remote repository that's blank and it's bare. That means from your local machine you can clone that and then add files and then push them back to that repository. Other users can also connect to it. We'll go over that later. This is just for setting up the repository on your server. The next video will be cloning that repository to your local machine, so be sure to check that out.